Hey guys, boys and girls, what's going on? Are you ready for the weekend? It's gonna be Namkraft, another game in the series of Flash Zelle. We're gonna be having Flash versus Stork. Stork these days is not doing so well. I mean, he's not very much up there in the ranking, but we all remember that nice game between Stork and a Terran player. I believe it was Speed on Litmus, a very, very unfavorable match in terms of the map win rates for Stork, but he was able to triumph. Let's see how it's gonna be performing against Flash today. By the way, we're going to be having a break from the ASL, but we will be resuming shortly next Monday and Tuesday with the semi-finals. I believe that is the schedule. I have not actually checked it because, as you know, I have different priorities. You know, I have my job at a convenience store that I have to actually attend to. But anyways, so yeah, this weekend maybe some nice games going to be covered from my channel, and I will release some priority videos that are going to be released early, epic, guaranteed to be amazing, juicy, explosive, and without YouTube ads early for those who have supported me. So if you've supported me, go ahead and check out the link in the video description, or maybe you know about the private release video playlist already. Just go there and you will see a very nice game that I have lined up right after this game, so stay tuned. For the rest of you, just watch that game a little bit later, it's fine. Anyways, Flash vs Stork, the map is Metropolis. Let me just quickly show you some relevant information. This is going to be the win rate for Terran on all of the ASL Season 20 maps. And what can we say? So I think Metropolis 57.7% is quite good. It's not as good as Litmus for Terran, but it's still very, very nice. And Stork has got a lot of problems here. I think, you know, traditionally speaking, it was the problem with the with this area behind your expansion that is also connected to your main, and that area has provided a lot of openings for dropships and such. But you know, it's not nowadays. I think most of the players have figured out the way to do this, so I don't think it's posing that much of a problem anymore. But I don't know what is the reason for the win rate being so high towards Terran. Litmus I understand because of the second gas, and Protoss cannot steal gas easily, and it's a two-player map. But anyhow, looks like Flash is going to be coming out and scouting in the right direction. There is going to be the pro from Stork. He's going to be going for a gateway inside of his base. There's going to be the core. By the way, this game I actually make sure I can actually catch Flash's hotkeys. So this is going to be his hotkey. His first hotkey is on an SCV, where is it? This is his first hotkey. Okay, interesting. I never put a hotkey on an SCV number 1. I put it on number 5, guys. What is the hotkey you use to put on your first scouting unit? Is it number 1? Or is it some other number? I usually know number 5, and I use number 4 for my first attacking unit, and I put the Nexus on 1. But I guess you know, Stork and Flash has got a different idea. By the way, I'm still looking for a way to get the hotkey of the second player in the replay. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments, because that is something very interesting that all of us will want to learn about. And I would be glad to draw you another hand-picked and hand-prompted AI avatar. That's right, I can get one of the players, you know, hotkeys. So Flash has got SCV on number 1, and he's got Command Center on number 3. He's got a Marine on number 2. There it is, that's the Marine. He's got the factory number 5, and the barracks number, okay, excuse me, factory number 4, barracks number 5, and that is all of the hotkey he's using so far. Anyways, in the world of Starcraft today, or maybe yesterday, what were the elo score? I'll just quickly show you. Here are the elo scores, as you can see. Flash is still number 1 at 1462. Stork is not in this elo ranking, but I have him in a different elo ranking. I'll just quickly show you. Where is it? Give me just a second, guys. I guess this is the one. I'm not so sure. Hold on. Yeah, as you can see, Stork is 1285. Very, very bad. By the way, this is the elo scores coming from the previous, previous KCM finals. So that is where we have all of the stats for you. So that's cool. Hold on, let me just adjust my microphone and turn on the filters. Okay, there's the noise suppression. So if you heard some noise before, I think it's gonna be okay. Slightly better now. Looks like we're gonna be having a vulture coming out on this map, looking for some openings. The Dragoon has seen that there is an expansion, so Stork's gonna back up and be smart. I think he could actually attack this barracks now if he actually places Dragoons right here. Not so sure about that. Vulture coming across the map, and a second Dragoon is blocking this ram, and there's going to be a Robo on the high ground behind this. We are seeing the core upgrading nicely for Stork, almost about completing with the 76 core, and the attack has begun on the barracks. There's going to be a second Dragoon popping very, very soon, I believe. So now the vulture is going to get pushed back and flashes take a couple of hits on that vulture. And there you go. I find it very, very strange that this barracks is built in this location. Usually it's a little bit backward, but of course this is not a big of a deal. We're going to be having units getting transferred and repairing the bunker. And Stork has done a very, very good job in the beginning so far. The robot will complete. His core has finished. Things are looking good. This vulture, of course, will try to stay as much alive as much as possible. He might want to actually place some mines on these areas to block the Dragoons from returning and cause a little bit of a problem. The probes getting transferred. So I guess this transfer timing is about the same. It is about the same. Flash has done a very good transfer timing from the SE. As you can see, you know, as soon as the command center finishes, the cargo is returned. Not like when the command center finishes, you are starting to mine the minerals. That is actually not the right timing. Anyways, I think vulture with mine is done, right? I think these vultures have mine. No, it's gonna take a couple of hits now. And if Flash loses that first, you know, that first vulture, is gonna be very, very problematic. Stork's gonna be doing some moving shot. He clears mines by hand, very, very nicely done. But now we're gonna be having mines getting placed on this high ground, nicely done. There's gonna be more vultures, of course, because there could still be a threat of of some dark templars. So Flash is being very, 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 very careful. There's gonna be some Dragoons moving out. Is it gonna be an observatory or Reaver first? Reaver first. Interesting. On this map, you can easily access Flash's backdoor with air units. So I think this is where Stork is thinking about attacking in the future. Let's check Flash's hotkey. So number 1 is on the double vultures. Number 2 is on another vulture. That's weird. Number 3 is the command center. Number 4 is a factory. Number 5 is second factories, and we don't have number 8, 9, 10, or 0 yet. I just recently learned that you actually hotkey on number 0. I didn't know that 0 was a real number to be hotkey, but anyhow, there's a shuttle. I think the shuttle is out. The Reaver is inside. We're going to be having Dragoons waiting here. And Flash Engineering Bay, I guess he will be on time, but of course he needs to actually place his turrets in the right location here and possibly even on the high ground. But this high ground, as you can see, is very, very large. Very large. Is going to be very, very tricky. Oh my god, Stargate, Storky boy, going for his favorite build of all time. I love it. I love it. Not yet expanding. And he's going to be going for the Stargate and trying to catch Flashes off guard. If you look at this map, well, the thing is this. If, for example, Flash expands towards this 9 o'clock position and the carriers hit here, then that's great, because the moment the forces move out and come across this area, you know, the carriers would have to kind of retreat and they will have enough time to go for any kind of reinforcement in the defense. But if a Flash expands to this base, for example, then that effectively cut off any chances for Stork to go for any kind of harassments with his carriers. So I think it all comes down to that. Anyways, there's going to be a Dragoon. The Dragoon, of course, takes a long time. He's going to be going for, be careful, the turret is about to complete or not. The turret is still alive. He will get a shot on the turret. The turret is not yet destroyed, but Stork is going to go on the high ground here. Keep in mind that there are some mines getting placed. Stork is going to go all the way inside, and looks like he's going to lay, and there's a mine right here. He eats the mine. As you can see, Stork is a grandpa toss. He is not that fast anymore with his mechanics. So this is very much understandable. He takes a hit. No, he doesn't take a hit. No, he does take a hit. I'm not so sure. Maybe he didn't take a hit. What is the status on that? That Reaver has still got a bunch of health remaining. He will actually kill the... No, don't kill the tank. You cannot... Okay, he's going to be going for the supply depot. Very smart. Very smart. And there's going to be the Nexus. And as you can see, Stork is attacking and defending at the same time. This is going to be a nice strategy here. The shuttle has returned. Do we have shuttle with speed? We don't have, but we do have the fleet beacon and the second Stargate coming up. And what about Flash's vision? He doesn't have any vision of those areas. Oh, excuse me, I have to turn those things on. Turn those things on back for you. Let me put these thumbnails away. Ooh, so many unnecessary stuff on the screen. I apologize for that. Command center coming down for Flash at this 9 o'clock position, and Stork is still coming out with more forces. Where's the shuttle returning? I think there's a shuttle. It's going to be waiting for the second Reaver and observers. Flash playing without scout. I mean, he doesn't have any vision. So he's just expanding and hoping that behind the Stork is also expanding and going up to City Badoon. But instead, Stork is coming up with a lot of carriers, and there's going to be the vultures getting caught by Stork there. What is going to be the chances for these vultures to do any kind of harassment? We're not seeing it just yet. This command center is next. It's going to get filled out, and looks like Stork finally will send some of his probes. And the first pair of carriers, excuse me, is getting made right now. Nicely done. This observer is going to get pushed back. What is going to be Stork's plan? He's got a Reaver coming out, and he's trying to slow down the advances of these Goliath He's going to be very, very careful. Looks like the Goliath's trying to engage. Observer is here to spot. So that's good. Let's take a look, quick look at Flash's hotkey. So number 1 is on the 2 vultures. Number 3 is on this force. This is still the command center. Number 5 is a factory. Number 4 is a factory. 5 is a factory. 6 is a factory. 7 not yet made because only 3 factories so far. Okay, I kind of get what is Flash's hotkey configuration now. Nice army coming out from Stork to control this middle area. This brand new base is looking very good. I think Flash has got enough forces to attack, but you can see his scanners are very, very late. He doesn't know exactly what is happening inside of Stork's base. And the fact that Stork has not invested into shuttle with speed means that he can use additional gas for something else, and it is going to be carried. Stork is playing to the heart of the fan, guys. He's gonna be saying, you know what, I'm gonna please you guys. You guys call me the commander of making no mistakes. So I will show you to, I will show to you who exactly is the commander here. By the way, let me just quickly show you some nice photos. Why not? Let's show you some nice photos. I will show you Stork's wife. Hold on, do I have a full photo? There it is. I think GU is her name. I think Stork nowadays is more known for his wife than for himself. There she is. And sometimes people on the Korean community joke that he is a lipstick Protoss because he puts on lipstick just like his wife. But of course, that is, of course, in Korean culture, cosmetic is very, very important. Aesthetic is a big, big thing here. And, if you're going to be appearing in the studio, you might as well look good, right? Anyways, 4 bases coming up. And what does Flash see? Flash has scanned the various areas. I don't think I think he scanned this area. He did. He scanned this area, so he knows exactly what Stork is up to. 2 carriers are down. The second pair of carriers is going to get made, and what is looking to be like the response for Flash. 3 Goliaths getting made. Stork is going to be going for air weapons upgrade. It's not yet completed. And okay, a faster shuttle movement is finally made here. Stork is going for that. And I think Flash is staying way too passive. He could easily come out and take this base away. It's so easy. But he's not engaging in that, and I wonder why. For now, Stork is keeping his Flashes at bay with his double reavers. The rest of the forces from Stork is going to try to come out here, and we're going to be waiting for the next battles, the incoming fight between these 2 players. Anyways, probes getting transferred towards the brand new base. Once again, we are seeing Flash is scanning. Where is he scanning? Just scanning for the reavers. The shuttle gets sniped, but the reaver will take double. Great shot though against who? Great shot against the Goliath. He's gone for the right target. He actually doesn't want to attack the tanks. Go for the Goliath is a much better target. Probes getting transferred towards the 4th base. And looks like the attack from Flash is looking very, very strong with the +1 weapons. But they are the carriers. Flash is scanning again, and he sees the triple carriers. He's going to have to wait a little bit. He's got only a single Goliath. They are the carriers. They're not yet engaging. Observers spawning these areas. And there's going to be a few more Goliaths joining. And what is the commander making no mistake doing? He's making a mistake right here. And he's going to get pushed back this attack. From Flash is looking very strong. There's going to be a surround from both sides. The carrier is going to try to engage. Looks like Flash doesn't have vision of that high ground. There's 1 tank sieging, 2 tanks sieging. The Reaver takes a great shot from the right side. The carriers are still alive, and looks like all of the Goliaths have fallen, but this carrier is getting damaged like hell. He's going to push back, but in the back of this area, looks like only 3 tanks remaining, 2 tanks remaining, and Flash has gotten his army obliterated by Stork's career commander. Very, very nice commandment of the carriers here. The last of the Goliaths is going to get pushed back, and now Stork is leading about 30 supply with the 4 bases strong. You know that if you're 1 base up against a Terran player and you have carriers, you effectively won the game. But anyways, these carriers can need to actually hang out here a little bit. What are the groupings now for Stork? The first group is 10 Goliaths. The second group is once again still a couple of Goliaths. And I guess more, and the rest of this is going to be just factories and a Comsat station. Okay, I guess he puts Comsat stations on 8 and 9, and 10 is another Comsat station. So 3 Comsat stations on 8, 9, and 10. 1 carrier is getting sniped. Stork is going to kind of in a little bit of crunch here. I think he's going to have the next carrier come up very, very soon. For now, the Goliath forces is looking very, very strong. Flash is gonna get pushed back a little bit. Stork coming forward with a lot of Dragoons. Is he gonna get ready to take another base? We're gonna be seeing SCP coming down towards the bottom left to take some command centers. And these 2 carriers are pressing forward. Where are the tanks? They are the tanks. The tanks are a little bit delayed, and there are some mines. So Stork's gonna be super careful. He eats a mine, but he clears the turret. He clears the second mine. The tanks are sieging. Stork needs to back up if he doesn't want to lose all of his Dragoons, and he does lose some Dragoons in the tank crossfire. Anyways, very good for Stork to actually buy time, because he needs to actually wait for the rest of his forces to come out. More Reavers, more Dragoons, more carriers, and of course this game is guaranteed to be epic with the way that it's looking right now. We're looking at the 13-minute mark of the game, and Stork has got what, 141 supply, Flash 119. We have some scans coming out by Stork, and his 4 carriers are looking very strong. This game is a very, very classical play, guys. We don't actually see this kind of strategy used anymore. Just walking Reavers, walking Dragoons, and flying carriers. Nowadays, things are usually put into shuttles. But this is the way that the commander of Making No Mistake does. And GG from Flash. Stork has taken this game. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.